Now we're going to review simplifying of rational expressions. So the goal for this is to make sure you have every numerator and denominator factored, and then the factors, any factor that's the same for the numerator and denominator, simplifies to a 1. So I have x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x squared plus 4x plus 3. So first step, factor. So my numerator factors to x minus 1 times x plus 3. And then the denominator, I get x plus 1 times x plus 3. So I have this common factor, x plus 3 over x plus 3. That just simplifies to a 1. So my final is x minus 1 over x plus 1. So that one's pretty straightforward. Some of these can be really messy, and it's not always very obvious how you would factor. Okay, so if we take a look at that numerator, x squared plus 1 quantity squared minus 2, plus 2x times x squared plus 1 times 2x over x squared plus 1 to the 4th. So if you notice, we have an x squared plus 1 factor there, an x squared plus 1 factor there, and an x squared plus 1 factor on the bottom. So I'd like to be able to factor them out and then simplify. So for the numerator, this is only x squared plus 1 to the first power, so that's all I can take out. But I'm going to factor that x squared plus 1 out. And what do I have left? Well, I have another factor of x squared plus 1 times negative 2. And then over here, that factor of x squared plus 1 is gone, so I just have the 2x times the 2x. Okay, so this x squared plus 1 is going to knock out one of the ones down here. So this exponent is going to become a 3. And then I'm just going to distribute and clean up everything on the top. So I get negative 2x squared minus 2 when I multiply that out. And then I have a 4x over here. 4x squared, sorry. And that is over x squared plus 1 cubed. So that I can combine to get 2x squared minus 2 over x squared plus 1 cubed. So it started off pretty big, but it simplifies down to that. Alright, so let's look at some multiplication of these rationals. So it's the same thing as the simplifying. I want to factor each numerator and denominator and see what cancels out. So example, I have 2x minus 8 over x plus 2. And I want to multiply that with x squared plus 4x plus 4 over x squared minus 16. So go through and factor 2x minus 8. I can take a 2 out. So that will give me 2 times x minus 4. Can't do anything with that x plus 2. This numerator is x plus 2 times x plus 2. And then down the bottom I have difference of two perfect squares. So x minus 4 times x plus 4. Now that each piece is factored, any common factor that the numerator and denominator shares will simplify to a 1. So this x minus 4 and that x minus 4 simplifies to a 1. And I have x plus 2 and x plus 2, and that simplifies to a 1. So what do I have left? I have 2 times x plus 2 on the top, and I have an x plus 4 on the bottom. And I can't do anything more because I could multiply this out and I get 2x plus 4, but it still doesn't simplify with what is down the bottom. So that's multiplication. Division is one extra step. If it's a division, you have to flip what's after the division sign, and then it becomes a multiplication problem. So if I have a over b divided by c over d, it's going to become a over b times d over c. So we see what's after that division sign gets flipped, and then it becomes a multiplication. So example, we have 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 over 2x plus 6. And I want to divide that by x squared minus 1 over x squared plus 2x minus 3. So I'm going to flip it before I do anything else. So 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 over 2x plus 6 times x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x squared minus 1. And now I'm going to go through and start simplifying. I'm sorry, factoring. So I have 3x minus 1 times x plus 1 for that first one. I can take a 2 out of the bottom, so 2 times x plus 3. This factors to x plus 3 times x minus 1. And then down the bottom, x minus 1, x plus 1. So now that I have everything factored, again, I'm looking for the common factor. So those x plus 1s, the x minus 1s, and the x plus 3. So what I have left on top is 3x minus 1. And on the bottom, I just have a 2. So that's what it simplifies to. We can also add and subtract these rationals. And when we're adding and subtracting, we have to have a common denominator. So if I already have a common denominator, then I can just combine their numerator. So 1 over x minus 3 plus 2 over x minus 3 is just going to give me 3 over x minus 3. If I don't have a common denominator, I have to make it first before I can combine them. So if I wanted to do 7 over 3x minus 6 plus 2 over x minus 2, I can't do that right away because the denominators are different. So think about that 3x minus 6 is 3 times x minus 2. Well, I already have the x minus 2 part. What I'm missing is the 3. So I'm just going to take the second one and multiply it by 3 over 3. And that will give me 7 over 3 times x minus 2 plus 6 over 3 times x minus 2. And now I can combine the top and I get 13 over 3 times x minus 2.